Hello, my friends. I'm Clover, and this is Genuinely Approachable Sudoku. And today we're going to be solving a puzzle called Tatooine Mirage by Philip Newman. This is a Thermo Sudoku. So we have standard Sudoku rules, replacing the digits 1 through 9, once each in each row, each column, and each outlined 3x3 region. And in addition to that, we have some thermometer shapes in the grid. So these each have a round bulb at one end and a tip at the other end. And if you go from the round bulb to the tip along the thermometer, the digits always have to increase. So for instance, if this is a 1, this has to be greater than 1. It could be like a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they don't necessarily have to increase consecutively in this puzzle because the thermometers are so long. They'll use almost all of the digits, so it is likely a lot of them will be consecutive, but technically they just have to increase at each step. So these thermometers are 8 digits long, and because there are 9 digits in Sudoku, an 8-digit long thermometer means there's going to be exactly 1 degree of freedom. So this could be 1 or 2, 2 or 3, 3 or 4, 4 or 5, 5 or 6, 6 or 7, 7 or 8, or 8 or 9. And I don't see anywhere right away that that resolves, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other length 8 thermometers that I have here. And now I see that this is either 7 or 8, so it's going to be an 8 because of the 7 right there. And that's going to be a 9. We're going to mark the next one the same way. And I don't see an obvious way to resolve any of this. So now we're going to do this one. And here we're going to make this a 1 because there's a 2 in the region, and that is going to be a 2. And that 2 makes this a 1. And also the 8 right there is going to make this a 9. All right, so where are we going to go from here? We have a 7 here, so that's now going to be a 6 in this region. And that makes this a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which actually resolves the rest of this thermometer. The 3 here also resolves the rest of this thermometer. And now this is going to be an 8-9 pair, and this is going to be a 1-2 pair, because we have an 8 here, that's a 9 and an 8, and we have a 2 and a 1 here, that's a 1 and that is a 2. Now let's see if that did anything for the rest of our thermometers. The 6 here resolves this into a 7, which makes that an 8 and makes that a 9. And the 3 here resolves this into a 2. And similarly, the 7 in this column resolves that into an 8. And the 4 right here gives us a 3, a 2, and a 1. Okay, so we're well on our way here. We need a 3 in row 1. It can't go in these cells, so it has to go here. And that means that these 3 digits are 4, 7, and 9 to finish the row. That makes that a 5, which makes this a 6 and makes this a 7. Similarly, over here, 7 can't go in these cells, so it has to go right there. That makes these 3 cells a 1, a 3, and a 6. That includes a 6, so that's now a 5, a 4, and a 3. These last 3 cells here are going to be 4, 8, and 9 to finish the region. 9 can't go in these cells because of this 9, so that's going to be our 9. Very similarly, over here, we have a hidden 1, can only place a 1 right there, and these 2 digits are going to be 2 and 6. The rest of this row still needs a 4 and a 7, which we can place based on the 4 in the column already. And here we're going to need a 5 and a 6, and we can place those as well because there's already a 5 in column 2. The rest of this row is going to need a 4 and a, what's my second to last digit? 4 and a 5. There we go. So there's a 5 there and there's a 4 there, so that resolves. And here I need a 3 and a 6 to finish off this section. Now let's focus on these columns. We're going to need a 1, a 4, and a 5 to finish off this column. We have a 1 and a 4 here, so this is a naked 5. The 4 here places the 1 and this. Here we're going to need a 6, a 9, and a 5. We already have a 6 and 9 in this row, so that's a 5, that's a 9, and that's a 6. We'll do the last 2 digits in each of these regions. That's 8 and 7, and this is going to be a 2 and a 3. My last 2 digits to finish this row will be 1 and 9. My last 2 digits to finish this row will be 3 and 8, like that. And finally, my last 2 digits to finish this row are going to be 2 and 7, and they will go that way around. That can't be a 6, and this can't be a 4 or a 7 because those already appear in the column. That makes that a 9, which should resolve a lot. We have a 7 here already, so that's going to be a 4, and we have a 1 in the column already, so that is a 6. And that is how you solve Philip Newman's Thermo Sudoku, Tatooine Mirage. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. The link to check it out yourself is in the description below this video. And I will see you again in 3 days.